Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Just a Little Homestead. My name is Wilma if you're new here. Hello. What we are going to be doing today is doing our seed starting for spring of 2026. Let me show you what we have. So I have already labeled everything. I've added the seed starting mix that I made with a mixture of peat moss, worm castings, and perlite. And then I moistened it up a little bit, not too wet, but just so all I have to do is add a little bit when we're done. And after labeling everything, what I did is on the back I put today's date, and I also put the company that I got the seeds from. So that was Fedco. This was also Fedco. See, like this one actually came with a little tag to put in the ground, but like for example this one says Haas on the back, so I did that to each one just so I know when I'm out there, because I have two jalapeno peppers, one from In My Gardener and the other one I believe is Seeds, what is it, Seeds and Such, yeah. So I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was getting. That way if one grows better than the other, I just order from that one next year. So let's go ahead and get started. And then we can throw these underneath the grow lights, sitting on a heat mat. That way we can get some progress going. So here I'm adding, I believe it was the last Plum Regal paste tomato, which I think is like aroma. I'm adding these seeds here to the cells. I'm putting 2 seeds per cell. So if they all germinate, I'm probably going to end up with 6 plants of each one, but I'm hoping they all do not. I'm not sure what the germination rate is on some of these seeds. I'm pointing here to the little seeds. Some of them were really hard to see, especially the ones that were coated in the little white coating. I could not tell those seeds between the perlite after a while. I couldn't remember if I had put seeds there because they look so much like the perlite on some of those that are coated. But I'm showing them here, and then with this little green stick that I got in one of my gardening kits, I'm using that to push down the seed a bit. I don't think it's supposed to go down very far. I think the little bag said 1/4 of an inch, if I remember correctly. So I'm barely tapping it down, and then I'm going to put a little bit more of the soil on top just to make sure that it's covered, but it's not too deep. And I've gone and I've done that to all of the ones that we have added seeds to so far. And then we will continue on with the rest of the process here. So this row is pretty much done. Now these seeds here, these are very cute. This is the Mucho Nacho, I think. They have pink little jalapeno seeds. I thought that was really cute. And you can definitely tell right here on the right where the pink seeds are. The other ones, they start getting blurry and blending in after a while, but you can definitely see the pink. So all the seeds here have been put in 2 per cell. So hopefully I don't end up with dozens and dozens of the same thing, but I'm only doing 3 cells per pack. So 6 would be the most that I end up with if they all germinate, which I'm hoping they do not. Some of the germination rates on the little packets showed up to like 97%. Some of them were as low as like 70-something%. So I'm hoping that they all don't germinate here. But we are pretty much done adding most of these. I need to go back and do some watering now here in a minute so we can get this wrapped up. Everything has been added to all of their cells. I'm going to add a little bit of water to each one and then go put them on their heating mat under the grow lights. I am very excited for this to be done. Everything for spring of 2026. And I still have some extra here for the squash and cucumber, since I couldn't do that now because I think it's too early. And maybe another 2-3 weeks we'll add those in. Okay, so we are all done adding the seeds. Now I'm going to add some water, and I saw this on one of the YouTube videos that I watch. I think it's called Mine and Soil. He uses a baster to put water, which I thought was a very cool idea. So I am going to use his idea and use a baster to add in some water for all the seeds. This makes it so much easier. So since I had the soil already pre-moistened, I don't think I need to add too much water. So hopefully I'm not putting too much. Since it wasn't dry, it's kind of hard to see what I've done already. Hopefully I'm giving everybody enough water here. Alright, about done watering. It's really hard to tell which one I've done when I go back to get the water because everything looks already damp. I believe that's the last of them. A little bit more over here. Finally done. Very excited. We are finally done. So now I am going to go and put them on top of their heat mats and underneath the grow lights so we can start germination process. Next video I think will be the discovery box. I'm hoping that comes in the next couple days, so you should see that soon. We're going to open that up together. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and until next time, have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.